Hi everybody, this is Sam with Python Basics, and we're going to be continuing on our digital clock series. And in this video, we're going to be creating our time function, and we're going to be doing a lot with our label. And we're really going to be working with the configure method and the after method. So if you're new here, thanks for joining us. This is what we do. We do micro videos. So let's just look. So we have our label. We have our label object, and of course it's pulling from the tkinter label. So we need to look at, like I said, we're going to be using configure and after, and then we'll just get this function going. But for right now, like I said, we're going to be handling the font is going to be handling our actual size. So we're going to do config, and then, like I said, after. So let's just go ahead and bring it in. So I've brought in our import time. I've imported time, and then we are just going to call this display, pass in no arguments, and then I'm going to create a string of the actual output of the clock, the actual digits, and it's going to be time.strft. I always get this wrong. Now, we went over this a couple videos ago. If you need to go back and refresh yourself, need to get my F string going. So we're going to do %i, then colon, %m, colon, %s, space, percent lowercase p. So all right, so this is going to be our actual time display. Now the next two that we're going to do is label.config, and this is one of the arguments, just like we saw with label, was text. So the actual text is going to be this string of the time. Now let's go ahead and look at this. Didn't do that yet. So label dot config. So all right, it just takes in whatever, and you could go through and like we did over here when we pulled up the init, we got to see all of the arguments that you could pass in. So we're passing in text string. So this is where I'm getting here. Now the next one is really kind of weird. I can show you later that why we need this to update after. So let's look at help.label.after. Okay, now this looks weird. ms, milliseconds. So how often do you want this to update? So you can literally control how often, and to remind you, milliseconds is 1,000. So we can experiment with this. So at the minimum it needs to be 1, and at the maximum it can be 1,000. But if it's larger than 1,000, you're going to then be slowing down the seconds, and we can play with this more. So let's see. Now this is where it gets a little weird. I don't know why I can't type right now. Do not pass in any parentheses. So you might be saying, why in the world? Because you want this to keep calling itself, or it will not be updating. And you're updating every 1,000 milliseconds, or 1 second, with what? With this. And so, all right, we're going to stop right here. This is the function for your display of your digital clock. That's why we called display. There's a couple more things we need to do, but we had a lot in here. I don't really want to cover much more, but we are super close. About 2 more steps, and then we will be all done. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up for me. And if you hadn't hit that like and subscribe button or jumped over on Discord, go ahead and do that now, because I don't want you doing this alone and by yourself. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. And if you haven't, check out this video right here or this one right down here. And most important, make sure you're hitting this subscribe button and the notification bell. Thanks again for joining us, and we hope to see you next time. Bye guys.